but they're going to be short in terms of duration, in terms of time, because I want to get a lot of support. I want to start getting my music out there. I want people to learn my music, and I really want people to understand we went through the hardest time. Me and my children, my beautiful wife Jennifer, and mom passed away. My kids are so young. Sophia's only 11, Michael's 14. They really need their mom and grandma. This has been the most heartbreaking time in our lives. And I do these concerts to benefit my kids. I want them to be happy. I want them to have as normal and happy as a life as possible. And that's why I'm just trying to be the greatest dad I could possibly be. I'll get into it more when more people come to the live stream. But let's start with Monday with the Blues on a Saturday for Memorial Day weekend, right? jamming out on the blues there for Memorial Day weekend. How you all doing? It's a benefit concert for the kids. Just continuing to do things because we had the hardest year of our lives. And my kid's mom passed away, and their grandma passed away. And we're just looking for people with good hearts. We had the hardest year that you could possibly imagine. And I want to take my kids out today. We're going to have fun. Maybe people say, you know what, Apefather, I love the music. Here's a small little cash app. Tell Michael to buy a nice hamburger on me. Tell Sophia to go on a ride for me. And I'm doing that by way of playing my music for entertainment tips. This is my cash app. It is the $ Richard Lavoy. It is the $ capital RICHARD There is no space, no underscore in between my first and last name. For anyone out there who would like to do a very small cash app as an entertainment tip. I actually do a service called the Thank You Song Service. For anyone out there who would do a small cash app, I actually upload a video on YouTube for you in your honor. I call it the Thank You Song. I give you a big shout out, and I play something like this. This is called Acceptance is the Hardest Thing. All of this music, by the way, is original music by yours truly, Richie Lavoy, a.k.a. the Apefather. Acceptance is the hardest thing. That's the name of the song. What's going on? Yeah, right. American Dream in the house. Man, this guy has absolutely no life, this WTF, man. I mean, it's crazy. Oh, I really believe that this dude's entire life is dedicated to me. I guess it's good to be like that. Like, I don't know. I guess you could say, like, it's an obsession. What do you think, right? These people are, like, obsessed, man. It's like, it's amazing, I honestly don't think I could be that obsessed with anybody in my life. Like, no matter how much I love someone or even don't like someone, these people are obsessed, man. These crazy haters. But anyway, what are you going to do? It is what it is, right? It's like, it's the price of fame. I always say that to people. I say, you want to be a YouTuber? Well, there's unfortunately collateral damage being a YouTuber. You have to, be willing. You get a lot of love. You do get a lot of love. You do get a lot of support, but you also have to be willing to deal with the haters. Unfortunately, they don't go anywhere. Thank you, Back to the Future. What are you gonna do, right? That's the part. That's the price of fame. Thank you, Amanda. Hey, what's up, John? How you doing, brother? John Bitten supports the Apefather and our family a lot. I appreciate John Bitten. I appreciate you, John. There he is. We should take like a guessing game, right? And like I wonder if he would confirm it to us. Like, how many accounts do you think like WTF actually has? Which like if you had to take it like a guess, would you say it's like 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000? It doesn't seems like an unlimited amount, But I mean, the time that he must spend. I remember one time when I opened like one Gmail account, 101 accounts. No, he's got a lot more than 101 accounts. He has a lot more. He has at least 1,000. Let's put it this way, Back to the Future. I blocked him probably 500 times. So no, he's got more than 101 accounts. He definitely has more than 101 accounts. There's no question. There's no question in my mind. That's a low guess. But anyway. Oh yeah, that's more accurate, right? 1,001 accounts. He's back again. Look, all I can tell you about Relentless is that she said very nice things to me. She said beautiful things to me, Amanda Burnside. My condolences to your family. God bless your family. Whereas American Dream did not say nice things. American Dream said some very, very insulting things about me. I saw the video. I saw the videos, horrible things. And, what he should really do is understand American Dream, the circumstances of everything before he makes comments, because he doesn't really understand anything. He doesn't understand that I've worked in sales for 20 years. He doesn't understand that the only reason I stopped working in sales is because my wife had stage 4 cancer and needed me at home. And he doesn't understand that the deck of cards that I was dealt and my family was dealt in our lives. We were dealt a very hard deck of cards where we had to make certain decisions. Listen, I never wanted to put the house in my parents' name. I never wanted to. Okay. But unfortunately, that was the only option. My wife had tremendous medical expenses, tremendous surgeries, tremendous treatments, but now I'm going to be putting the house in my name now. It's all going to happen, but you just all don't understand the circumstances of my life. Like, you guys like to judge me, but you're not in my shoes. You're not in my shoes. None of you are in my shoes. You don't understand what I had to contend with in my life. I had to contend with my wife having cancer, stage 4 cancer. I had to contend with my mom getting very, very sick in terms of COPD, having a triple bypass, in terms of double pneumonia and all the things she went through, my mother. And I had to take care of them. And, the best thing for me to do when my wife got stage 4 and needed me at home was to become her caretaker. There's nothing wrong with this, but you guys want to, it's like you guys are trying to judge me. Prior to all of this, I worked in sales for 20 years. And we had, but before we got married, I was taking care of my wife and my mother my whole life. Like I said, our first house in Jackson, New Jersey was like over $500,000. That house today is worth over $1 million. Okay, I've always was a wonderful provider to my family. But I don't wish what I went through on anybody. It's easy for all of you to judge me. It's easy for all of you to judge me when you're not. You don't have to deal with none of this. You don't have to deal with all the things I had to deal with in my life. You think it's easy to have a wife that has stage 4 cancer. You think it's easy to have a mother that had all these health problems. That couldn't get up, it couldn't walk, it couldn't move. They needed me full time. They needed me full time. That's why I became my wife's full-time caretaker. Then you guys are trying to make it like I'm like my wife and my mom are supporting me. You people are lunatics. You people are lunatics. I did what I had to do. I left a sales job that I was making 6 figures. This is what you guys don't understand. I was making 6 figures to make $3,000 a month. I was making times that by friggin' by 10. I was making a lot of money. I was kicking friggin' ass and taking names. I left that because my wife and mother needed me. Okay? And you guys are going to criticize me? Oh, your wife and your mother are supporting you. You guys are Looney Tunes. Okay? Looney Tunes. Now, unfortunately, here he is. My wife passed away. My mother passed away. Now I'm in this really, really hard situation where it's like, this is the first thing that people don't understand, right? When people say things like, go get a job, for instance, right? What you don't understand is this. I just started a company, and starting a company is a job. People just don't understand this, okay? And what I'm doing on YouTube is a job. This is a job. I'm working. I know you guys don't understand it, maybe because it's entertaining to you, but this is actual work. Okay? Playing the piano is work. I think one day what's going to wind up happening, see, like this guy, like just on this live stream alone, I think he had like 100 accounts. So this guy definitely has more than 100 accounts, this WTF. There's no question about that. But the thing is this. Playing the piano is a job. It is. Any which way you twist this, there are professional musicians out there. Now, as far as like people saying, well, you could just play music and not mention your situation. But why not mention my situation? My situation is what I'm thinking of every minute. I'm heartbroken. I like to use YouTube as a way to vent. Why should I hide? Like, I don't know. Like, people like, Apefather, you should be more of a private person. But I'm not a private person. See, you know what I think happens a lot in life is that people want you to be like them. People want you to be like them. That's what it is. Like, I spoke to this guy, Dave, once. And he's a guy that watched me, back in the day with the AMC movement. And, his wife passed away from cancer as well. His wife was, she passed away within 7 years. Oh, here he is. We're going to talk in a second. I want to talk with you. I want to talk with you, you piece of garbage, you. American dream. But anyway, he was telling me how rich, I just don't know how you do it. Like I would want to keep all of this private. And I'm like, listen, that's you. I'm not a private person. I like to talk. I like to vent. I like for people to help me during tough times. What did I do? Look, American Dream, I saw the video that you put out, and I know you find this to be entertaining, but you're going too far with the entertainment. Look, when your dog passed away, okay, what was it, Itzy, I think it was called, or I don't know if I'm saying it right. Wasn't I nice? I didn't make a joke out of it. Listen, I didn't make any. I'm a big animal lover. My animals passed away. I had a beautiful, my Shih Tzu Rocky, Yogi passed away. My first dog Benji, who was a Shih Tzu, passed away. Okay, I understand about, listen, I understand. Beautiful dogs, they're like your family. They are your family. They're family. And I didn't say anything but nice things to you, right? When your beautiful dog passed away. Look at what you do. Okay, my wife passes away. My mom passes away, and you're making videos ripping me to shreds. You're making videos saying that I'm like the low. I have let me think about what you said. I have the mentality of a 13-year-old. I think you said, right? that I'm living off my wife and I'm living off my mother. And then you said something about like I'm next in line for my children's trust fund, which is the most horrible thing I think I've ever heard in my life. I mean, you can't say anything more horrible than what you said. That was the most disgusting, horrible comment that I've ever heard a human being speak. Do you deny saying all of this stuff? Do you deny it? Then you guys are making like all these horrible, horrible statements about me. You've been doing it for years. You've been doing it for years. And that's why I'm not going to talk about things, listen to me, that are not true. And I'm not going to talk about things that are horrible, horrible things. I'm not going to go there. You've been doing this to me since 2021. Since 2021, and I'm not dealing with it no more. Just not dealing with it no more. So I'm not going to touch on anything. But here's what I will tell you. Okay. You don't know the truth. You don't know the whole truth. The truth is that my wife, Jennifer, okay, when she didn't have cancer, okay, I took care of her my whole life. I was making over $100,000 a year working in sales. I worked in sales for basically 20 years. I worked in sales. I supported my family. I supported my mom. My mom wasn't making really any money. She was just working a part-time job at the school. And then when she retired from the school, she had a pension of like $700 a month, my mother. I was the breadwinner for the longest time in the family. Okay, I was the breadwinner. I was the guy working the full-time job for 20 years in sales. It's like you guys make it seem like this just doesn't count. It's like it doesn't count that I worked in sales for 20 years. You're like, forget about that. It was you, American Dream. Your account was not hacked. It was you talking. It was you talking. I saw your face. It was you talking. Your account was not hacked. Your account was not hacked. That's like really messed up, man. Just admit it, man. Admit the truth. So if your account was hacked, how are they actually making you like speak and say this? Tell me. Anyway, I don't even want to talk about this anymore. People just have a heart. Look, I want to drop this subject. Have a heart. Have compassion. Okay, care about people in this world. My family is going through a very difficult time. Okay, we're all going through a difficult time. Okay, my children, their mom passed away, their grandma passed away, my wife passed away, my mother passed away. Try to have a heart. Really, stop all the hate. Stop using my family's tragedies as entertainment for all of you. Stop it. There's plenty of content out there that you could use. You don't need to use my family's tragedies. You don't need to use my family's tragedies for entertainment for yourself and for your viewers. You don't need to do it. Okay? Find new content. Find new content. You could do it. Okay, but with that said, probably gonna relax for a little bit here and come back in a second. All right, so I'll tell you what, American Dream. I'll tell you what, because I've seen many things on your channel already. Going to your channel where you were making fun of me, American Dream. I saw another thing where apparently I don't want to get technical. Okay, I was in some kind of an adult club. Let's leave it at that. Okay, and you're making the implication that I was at a peep show or something. Okay, listen, American, that's on your channel. So is that an AI overlay too? That's on your channel. And that's a recent video that you uploaded. Do you know about that one? Or are you going to deny that one too? Because that's on your channel, American Dream. That's on your channel. How do you explain that one? Is that an AI overlay too? Let me look into the situation. You uploaded that video. You uploaded that video on your channel. You guys just look. I understand about entertainment. Listen to me. Listen to me. I get it. Look, to be honest with you, I don't care when you joke around with me. I don't care about that. But you just have to like you got to stop joking around about like things that are serious. That's all. You got to stop. You got to stop talking about things that are serious. I explain it. Some people on YouTube are deranged. Yes. Nobody really understands that like the hurt I'm going through right now. Nobody really truly understands it. I think they think this is a joke. I think they think it's a game. You know, my beautiful wife Jennifer was my soulmate. I'm not gonna say what she is. She is my soulmate. She's going to be with me forever. Her spirit will be with me forever. I hate when I say that. I hate when I say past tense because even though she passed away, I believe that the spirit lives on. And she's my guardian angel now. She's my guardian angel. My mother Josephine is my guardian angel. And they're always going to be with us. They're always going to be with us. I hear her. I hear my ears ringing. That's her. I see lights flickering. That's her. I see lights dimming. That's her. They're with us. And they're going to be looking over us our whole lives. So that's why I don't like speaking in the past tense and saying was, is. My wife is my soulmate. She is my soulmate. But I just don't understand why people like think this is funny. Like that's the thing I don't get. I really like if someone would tell me, I'll give you an example. If someone would come up to me and be like, Rich, thank you, American Dream. If somebody would say to me, Rich, my wife passed away. 2 weeks later, my mother passed away. Let me just put it to this way. The last thing on earth I would be doing is, making jokes about things. I would be like, what could I do for you? How could I help, man? I mean, especially if this was a good friend of mine, especially if this is someone that I cared about, I would not be making jokes, right? And I'm just saying, I think that there are certain things should be off limit for entertainment. I'm all about entertainment, and I understand I'm a YouTuber, and I understand it's kind of fair game because I'm a YouTuber. I get it, but I just believe it's not in good taste. I believe certain things should not be used for entertainment purposes only. You know, that's just how I feel. Now, you might say, well, Richie, you're playing music, though, expecting entertainment tips. That's different. And I'm going to explain to you the reason why. My children, okay, are the ones I'm trying to benefit here. Don't you guys care about kids? Don't you? My son's 14, my daughter's 11. We lost a lot. Besides the fact that my wife passed away, my mom passed away, our income of $7,000 a month, which was me taking care of my wife, being her caretaker, and my mother, that income is gone now. So I don't see anything wrong with playing the piano and earning entertainment tips. I don't see anything wrong with that. A lot of people apparently do. I don't. There's nothing wrong with it. I just got like really stressed out today. But American Dream, if you're adding to the problem, listen to me. If you're adding to the problem, how is that helping? Listen to me. How is it helping if you're adding to the problem? Does that help? If you're adding to it. This guy's funny. The idea of American Dream is you don't want to add to it. You don't want to add to the problem. You follow me? Save Apefather. American Dream, when your dog Itzy passed away, was it a joke to you? Was it a joke? A little tired here. American Dream. Okay, so was it a joke? Was it a joke? That's what I'm asking you. Was it a joke? It wasn't a joke. It was a serious situation, correct? Okay. So, how would you like it if people on the internet started making a big joke about that and using your beautiful dog in a very horrible fashion, a very disgusting fashion? Okay. Wouldn't you get upset? Wouldn't you feel that that's not like necessary? That's not called for? Okay. So, stop joking about things when it has to do with my wife and my mom. Everybody should completely just stop it. It's really wrong. It's terrible. It's in bad taste, and it should not be said. Okay, so that's just my opinion. Will you listen? Probably not, but that's just my opinion. But with that said, I'll be right back. Just gonna relax a little bit. Gonna take the kids out soon to have some fun, but I'll be back really soon.